Hi, it's been a while that I didn't shoot a video for you on YouTube, but you never planned this. I never planned this thing, so I was walking here. I'm now in Düsseldorf visiting one of my best friends, Michel. So on the way here, I was like, oh, actually I should practice, and I was like, why don't I record this? So here I am. And hopefully this will help you to put a smile to your face and to your body and to the inner body as well. So close your eyes, roll your shoulders back, and just wherever you are in your life, mentally, emotionally, physically, just accept it, welcome it, embrace it. And start to bring your attention to your breath, to your inhalations and exhalations. Breath is the connection with the outer world. And the inner world becomes alive and fresh. Bring your hands to your heart center for Anjali Mudra. Take a long, deep inhale to your nose. And let it go to your mouth. For a gentle Om, take a deep inhale. Gently bow your head to your heart. Lift your head up. Open your eyes and come to the hands on your knees. Like clean the area around you, make it clean. It's like your ritual place. And start to circle your shoulders, your hips. Like make sure that you are like nicely holding the floor, like your hands are evenly and equally pushing the floor down. Not so much, not so little. You are like connected with the earth. And then maybe turn your fingers towards your knees. Start to rock back and forth. So this will make you feel the inner arms. And then turn your fingers facing to each other and start to rock yourself to left and right. So this practice will be like a recovery practice, like when you walk so much, when you travel so much, when you take the train, plane. So it's always good to be connected with yourself when you are at home or when you get back to your office, if you have space to practice. Tuck your back toe, tuck your toes, not back toes, and press your heels back and change your leg. And then bring your left hand right underneath your face. Lift your right arm up. With a long exhale, plunge your right shoulder underneath your left arm pit. So this is like a nice long spinal twist. Bring yourself back to center. Change your side. Lift the left arm up. With the long exhale, plunge the arm. Like try to push the tailbone back, head forward, and with your right hand press the floor down gently. Bring yourself back to neutral, and then take your downward facing dog. Now pedal your feet, one heel down, one heel up. Check your hands, shoulder width apart, your feet are hip distance. Bring your right foot to a 45-degree angle. Back foot is like in warrior one position. And ground yourself down through the sitting bone, all the way through the heel, to the toes and beyond. And then change yourself. Change yourself. I mean, that might take a while, but changing your foot will be way quicker. So change your foot. A few more deep breaths. So the left kneecap is active, pulling up towards the thighs. And then come to a regular downward facing dog. Bend the legs as much as you need to, till the upper legs touching to your navel, to your belly. And then lengthen the arms. Pull the shoulders and towards your ears, armpits towards the ears. And then lengthen the legs, straighten the legs. And then bring your shoulders forward for plank. With an exhale, down dog. Inhale forward, exhale down dog. This time inhale for plank and exhale all the way down. Wow, there's lots of dust here. Open the chest, Bhujangasana Cobra. So press the pubic bone down, hug the elbows in and pull the heart slightly and gently forward. Nothing aggressive. And lower the chest. And take your right arm towards right. And one more twist. Like, bring the hips on top of each other and down towards the floor. So this is a nice shoulder opener, one of my favorites. Take it back. Open the left arm. If you don't have room like me, you can do cactus arm. Or open space. As I'm recording this, I had to set the camera to the most visible and optimum way. So of course, if you are at home, you can easily create space. Lower the chest, back to center. Now interlace the hands behind the hips, lengthen the neck, lift the feet up, and take the shoulders back. The ears, the head, the top of the head is going forward. And lower the chest. Tuck the toes, maybe push up to plank and downward facing dog. Rise on your tippy toes all the way and start to walk forward in between your hands. Grab the elbows and lower the chest down. Rock the body back and forth, left and right. And maybe hold back of the legs. Start to rub your legs. So this will increase the blood flow. And then interlace the hands behind your hips, up and forward. Bend the legs gently and rise up. Reach the arms up. And then bring the hands down to the chest. Namaskar Tadasana. So wherever you are now, root yourself. When you can carry your roots with you, no matter where you are, no matter with whom you are present and you are yourself. With the next inhale, lift the arms up. With the exhale, fold forward. Lengthen, open halfway. And fold in again. And downward facing dog. Shoulders forward for plank. Look forward and gently lower yourself all the way down again. Press the navel, pubic bone down. Lift the chest up, Bhujangasana. And Adho Mukha Svanasana. This time with 2 big steps. Come to the front of the mat. Bend the legs, bring the feet together. Utkatasana, chair pose. And then gently come to Tadasana. Next inhale, arms up. And lean back a little bit. The long exhale, fold forward. Open halfway, down dog. Lift your right leg up. Bend the leg. Slowly bring your right foot next to your right hand. Left knee down and rise up. Correct your t-shirt and press your pubic bone, your pelvis gently forward and tilt it slightly forward. And lift the arms, tuck the thumbs, and reach the arms up towards the sky. So the main purpose of the pose for me is opening the left upper leg. And the secondary purpose is like stretching the upper body. And then to stretch a little more to a different level, maybe you can take your arms towards right. So this will bring more stretch to the left side of the upper body. Because I'm gonna use it for the twist in a while. Come back to center, bring the hands down, downward facing dog. With the next inhale, left leg up. With the exhale, slowly, left foot forward, right knee down. Rise up. Again, I'm focusing on the leg and then secondary upper body. Reach it up and take it to left. Bring yourself back to center, downward facing. Let's go through one vinyasa, shoulders for plank, pull the heart forward, only halfway maybe, then upward facing dog. So up dog opens the front line of the body, front plane of the body, and down dog stretches the back side of the body. Right leg up, bend the leg, right foot forward. This time keep the left leg up, rise up, hands to your hips. So, first hug the midline through the big toes, the balls of the big toes, and then stretch it out towards the little toes, to the pinky toes. And then ground yourself firmly down. And then reach the arms. Lower the hands down to the center again. Now we are getting smaller, but then towards the exhale, go for the twist. So first I created like a contradiction, and then I'm opening myself. I'm like undoing the knots. Maybe open your arms up and down to create more space for the chest. Hands back to the center. You can go down to plank or down dog right now, or maybe to challenge yourself a little more, rise up to high lunge. And then bring the hands back to the mat, downward facing dog. Take a long deep inhale and exhale. Next inhale comes with the movement, left leg up. Exhale, left foot forward. Rise up. Correct your t-shirt and hands to your hip. So one of the biggest disciplines of the yoga practice, asana practice for me, is the match of the breath with the movement. So I'm inhaling, lifting the arm. I'm exhaling, lowering down. I'm inhaling, creating space. With the exhale, I'm going for the twist. We may stay as this or open the arms. Once again, the reason is creating space for the heart. If this is creating like more tightness, more fatigue, like don't do it. Like don't punish yourself, don't torture yourself so much. Bring the hands back to the heart and come up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Arms up. With the exhale, find your down dog. Okay. This time, bring your right foot forward. This time, bring the left foot to a 45 degree, just like we did in down dog, and rise up. So hips are facing forward. The outer edge of the back foot is grounded. The arms are going up. So below my waistline, grounded. Above my waistline, reaching up. Like turn the palms outwards, like you are creating physical space. Open the arms to your sides. And maybe find reverse Anjali Mudra. Straighten the front leg. And then go forward with the heart. And then with the chin. And then full surrender. My tendency is locking the knee, but I'm activating my muscles to hold the bones in the position I want. Open the arms, bring them back to the mat, pull the heart forward and fold in. Maybe take the hands towards the back of the mat. So this will deepen your forward fold. Down dog. And next time, next side. Left foot forward, right foot 45 degrees. Lift up. Arms going forward. And my gaze, my drishti is at my hands. My upper body energy is reaching up and I'm grounding down towards the feet. Turn the palms outwards. Create space. Bring the hands or hold the elbows. Your choice. Straighten the front leg. Don't lock it. Don't keep it bent. Try to keep it slightly straight. Take the heart forward first and then use the head and then surrender both of them down towards the floor. 5 deep breaths here. Release the hands, lengthen, and fold in. Take the hands back, fingers facing to the back of the mat. Bring the hands to the front of the mat. Downward facing dog. Okay, right foot comes in between the hands. This time bring the back foot to the parallel to the back of the mat. Pull the heart forward. Straighten the front leg. You can keep the hand on the floor or bring it to your shin bone, towards the ankle, and lift the left arm up. Uttita Trika. And then maybe take the top arm forward. Again, 5 deep breaths. Bring your left hand to your hip. Bend the front leg. Rise up, warrior 2. Root down through the hips. Reach up through the head. And stretch out, full expression through the hands. Lower the left hand to your knee, right arm back. Straighten the front leg. Freddie Mercury. And then go for Uttita Trika one more time. Keep the back leg as it is, front leg as it is. Bring the hands to the front of the mat and fold in towards your leg. Open the heart, hands down to the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale for plank, exhale for halfway, inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward, spin the back heel, straighten the front leg, Uttita Triko on the left side. If you like, take the right arm forward. So this is like equator line. Below the waistline is going down, above the waistline is going forward. Hand to your hip, bend the front leg to a 90 degree, rise up, warrior two. Now energy goes up and then out through the hands. My left hip is going inwards, right hip is going backwards. But I'm trying to maintain the general form of the legs. Lower the right hand and take the left arm back. Nothing fancy. Straighten the front leg. Again, I'm not locking it, I'm not keeping bent. Slightly straight. And then go forward again. Only one thing, don't hold the breath. Let the breath in and out. Bring the hands down to the front of the mat. Fold in towards your left leg. And especially after walking so long in cold, Düsseldorf is like, I think, one of the coldest cities. And after taking long train rides, I think I was in train for 7 hours yesterday, maybe 8, and walked a lot. So my body is pretty stiff, but not my mind. Bend the front leg, bring the hands downward facing. Okay. Again. Don't collapse down through the heart. Keep the ears and arms in line and chest active. Bring your right foot in between the hands. Spin the back heel. Rise up. Warrior two. Bring the hands together. Lift the chest up and go forward and down for humble warrior. So what I'm trying to do is like, I always do this like arms, legs to get like, make them work, and then bring them together in different poses. And then rise up. So when I'm doing this humble warrior, there is no part of the body that I didn't work. Straighten the front leg. Triko. I'll take the right foot back. Go for Ardha Chandra. So this is still a hip opener, so try to bring your left hip more on top of the left, right hip. Maybe take the left foot more back. Turn to center. Square the hips, pull the heart. I don't have room for my arms, but if you do, please do so. Slightly bend your right leg, hands to your heart. If you have room, reach the arms forward or just stay in Anjali Mudra for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, facing dog. No rush, no push. Left side. Warrior 2. Boom. So the left femur bone is almost parallel to floor. So the energy is coming from my root, spreading out through the knee down to my ankle and through the back foot all the way grounded. I'm keeping this together as it is, interlacing my hand, opening the heart, and with that openness I go forward and down towards the floor. Hold it for 5 spread. Rise up. Straighten the front leg. Triangle pose. Hand to your hip. I'll take the left foot back and go for Ardha Chandra. So my eyes are my second hand on the floor. I'm keeping myself steady with my eyes, with my concentration. Lower the right hand, square the hips. Get a slight bend to the left leg so you can use the muscles more. And then bring the hands to your heart center. Yeah, nice. Open the heart. Keep the back leg active. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, downward facing dog. Go for plank to reset your body. Quarter way down, up dog. Take the shoulders back, top of the head up. Tuck the toes, downward facing. Bring your knees down, tuck your toes, and sit on your heels. Bring your hands to your heart. If this is too much for your feet, you are feeling like a deep tightness, keep sitting like this. Every day, a few minutes. If it's unbearable right now, keep practicing it, but don't torture yourself. If it's like super tight, the body is telling you something. Listen to it. Okay. Just to change my energy, I'm gonna do some handstands. If there's a wall in front of you, use the wall. If you trust yourself, let's go for it. So what I'm gonna do is actually I like to do things hard way. So I'm gonna keep my toes tucked. My concentration is on the floor. My arms are straight. And I'm gonna think only one thing, which is bringing my hips on top of my shoulders. So I'll take a deep inhale. With the exhale, I'll go up. And then once you can hold it there, hold it there. Use your fingertips as brakes. And maybe do a hip opener here like Supta Baddha Konasana variation. And then gently come down. Again, bring yourself together again. Like this is like, handstand is like, I don't know how to say it. Like think it like eating a big apple. You don't just put the whole apple in your mouth in once. If you can do it, I'm very happy. I don't know what to say, but like you said, it's scary a little bit. So what I do to eat the apple, you take little bites, and then eventually the apple is finished. So it is like this, like you do little things, don't expect to eat the one apple in once, like keep eating little bites, and eventually the apple will disappear. So it is how it is, like, don't push yourself so much because then your jaws will be locked. Don't eat too little because the apple will go bad or rotten. So, you know, actually, like, just don't overthink about it. Keep practicing, use the wall, they are your friends. But mostly it is here. So, I'm gonna continue with a hip opener. So bring your right shin bone to the front of the mat. Elbows on the floor. So the main focus of the pose is your right hip. I usually hold hip openers like at least 3 minutes, or 2 to 3 minutes, let's say, at least. And I usually time myself with the phone, but my phone is now there recording this video, so I can't really time myself. But I assume I'm in like the 45th second or almost 1 minute now. So I'm gonna count my breath. I know that if I'm in a good position, like my one inhale and exhale is like roughly 9 seconds. So if I do the math, I'm gonna hold it for another 10 breaths. And Düsseldorf is an interesting city, huh? It's like lots of antique shops, which is I'm very happy about. I found one beautiful vase from China, I guess. It's like root dice, beautiful piece. I didn't buy it. I'll go with Michelle because this might. Okay, I'll change the side and tell you the story. Downward facing dog. And go forward, and then elbows down. If you know me like in person, or if you follow me on social media, I'm very interested in antiques and mostly carpets and kilims. But I think it's like it's contagious. Like once you start to like old stuff, old means if you buy, I don't know, let's say a Big Mac, if it gets old, it doesn't get antique. It's just an old Big Mac, let's say. But if you buy, I don't know, a handmade, beautifully made macaron, it will be a classic. So this, I don't know, it's a very stupid example, but it is like that. And then you start to see beauty in other old things, the paint, the quality of the paint, the quality of the carving, and the quality of the wood, the quality of the wool and everything. So once you get used to one kind of antique style, you start to see other styles with different eyes, which is very interesting. So I will hold this for another 6 inhale and exhales. So I'll go with Michelle to see, because she told me this much euros. Maybe she will, because I talked to her in English. Maybe if Michelle goes and talk to her, maybe I'll get it for a less price. That's my Turkish part, like Grand Bazaar way of, you know, I used to sell kilims and carpets, so it's in my system now, in my DNA now. And then downward facing dog, wonderful. Okay, and then bring your elbows down to the floor. Hands can be slightly closer to each other. Feet forward and look backwards. Don't stress your neck so much. Like the head is neutral. Heels are touching down to floor. Toes are active. Kneecaps are active. And this will make me feel the back of the legs. Maybe my quadriceps as well. And then take the feet back. I'll take my arms a little forward. I'll stay in plank, dolphin plank. Lower your navel down, lift the chest up, open the throat. With the exhale, hunch your back. Inhale, open, lower the hips. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, open. And exhale. Knees down. Tuck the toes and sit on your heels. Bring your hands to your heart center. I'm repeating myself one more time, like wherever you are right now, physically, mentally, emotionally, accept it, embrace it. Don't fake yourself, don't fake it, don't deny yourself. Wherever you are, hold it. Hold it till the point you don't need to hold it anymore. So now I'm gonna go for Pincha Mayurasana because this is my daily practice. So you can either use the wall or stay in the middle of the mat in the room. So what I'm gonna do again, the same mentality. This time I have the advantage of my forearms, so I have a better grip, a bigger foundation with the floor. So I'll take the hips up. So this will come on top of this. I think only one thing, lift my right leg up and voila, go forward. Keep looking in between your forearms and see if you can breathe, if you can breathe. The easier, the smoother your breaths, it means that you are more comfortable and the pose is yours. You are expressing yourself. And then bring it down. Sit on your heels. Voila. Super. Hands to your heart. Hands, forearms, hips, and then feet, and then legs. Don't try to go all the way to the destination. You have to follow the road. You have to cross, you have to turn left from that grocery store, you have to make a right from that coffee shop, and then you reach to the antique store. Okay, so downward facing dog one more time. Follow the road. Bring your right foot forward, left knee down. And don't try to discover America from scratch. Hold the right knee and turn the chest to right. Bend the back leg and hold the ankle. So it's a nice thigh stretch. Keep your right toes active if you want to. If you want to add a little bit of a right hip opener, you can open your right knee to right. Don't collapse to your left shoulder. Keep it bright and active. Release the foot, hands down, down dog. And voila, other side. Tap the chest. Oh, did you hear that? Nice twist. Bend the leg and hold the foot. And this is a nice, I don't know if you can see it, it's a nice kilim on the wall. I don't know where Michelle found it. It might be a gift from me, but maybe it might be one of the reasons I came here to see this carpet in person again, to kill him one more time. So when the material is good, the older things get, they get more beautiful. like our grandparents, like our parents. Because in human nature, everything is made with love and with an amazing skill that we can't even understand. It's magic. And then release the foot, bring the feet back together, downward facing dog. Actually, bring the feet together as I said. Bring your shoulders forward. Turn to the outer edge of the left foot, right foot comes forward. Lift the right arm up and forward. You may stay this, or bring the right foot on top of the left, or behind the right hip. And then go for a wild Tadasana variation. I'm still trying to get used to the fact that I have hair now. It's like, I feel like I'm Rapunzel. Bring the right hand back, downward facing dog. We people with hair is really hard. They don't understand us, the bald people. Bring your shoulders forward. Come to the outer edge of the right foot. Left foot comes forward. And reach your left arm forward. Push the floor with your right hand. Take the hip up. Bring the left foot on top of the right foot. Or bring it back. And open the chest. Again, if you have hair like me, you can like play with your hair. If you don't have hair, I'm sorry. And bring it back to center, downward facing. Okay. Knees down. And stretch your legs forward. So this was my heart opener. So bring your feet together, open the knees to the sides. Oh, nice. Come on. And then balance the legs. Right hand to your navel, left hand to your chest. Did you hear that? I don't like cold weather. Did I tell you that? I like warm climate. And then bring both legs in towards your chest. Give them 2 kisses, not more, not less. Stretch, come up to seated posture. Stretch your right leg forward, open your left knee to left. And fold forward towards the right leg. Paschimottanasana. I mean Janu Shirsasana. And like sometimes you get really disconnected from reality. You create an image in your mind and you believe that everybody is in the same situation like you, but actually it's not. So as a yoga practitioner, I was thinking that, wow, like, why can't you do this? Like, why don't you do it? Or why can't you straighten your arms? But because I was losing the empathy with the other practitioners, because I didn't have that problem in my life. So, but after some time, like you develop that empathy with other people, and during that time period, you either get injured or you either don't have enough time or the same amount of time to practice. So that's how you build the empathy with other people. So why did I say that? Yeah, wherever you are, it's okay. Just hold it, embrace it, and just believe that you are doing the right thing. And lift the chest up, change your sides, turn the chest, and fold in. My left side, is tighter than the right side. So I spend more time, slightly more time on my left. I pay more attention to my left. And I'm questioning myself, what don't I do with my left side? For example, when I go to dentist, she immediately says, are you chewing with your right side all the time? I was like, maybe. But when I put a piece of bread to my mouth, I realize that I eat it with the right. So left is less used or right is overused. So that's simple actually. Maybe you do things without realizing, but when somebody is telling you, you bring a different awareness, a different mindfulness to that. So you try to equalize it. So my left side is telling me something. So tell me, what are you telling me? So, so it's just saying that I have to pay more attention to my left side. It's that simple. Then rise up. Bend the legs. I want to do one more heart opener actually, like bring the hands towards the back, fingers facing your heels, and go up. Look up towards the sky. And lower yourself. If you like to stretch your legs, bring the hands more back. Point the toes. Try to touch the down with your big toes. And calm down. Voila. Okay. And then Pashimo. Both legs forward. Round your back. So wherever touching down to the floor, it's grounded. I go forward with the heart and the head, and then just surrender. Like an ocean wave hitting to the shore. I inhale deeply to my back of the torso. With the exhale, I go forward and down. Round your back and come up. Okay. And come to a Sukhasana position, like comfortable seated. Close your eyes, roll your shoulders back, like palms on top of each other, thumbs touching. Lengthen the spine. And for a few breaths, you can insert a mantra to your breath, which can be like simply relax. When you inhale, mentally you can say re. When you exhale, mentally say lex. Like re, lex. I feel like chanting a mantra now. If you like to repeat mentally or verbally with me. Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Last one. Om Triambakam yajamahe sugandhim pushtivardhanam urvarukami bandhanan mrityor mukshiyama amritat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. And then lift your head up, open your eyes. So when I put my chin down, it gave me like a nice stretch to the right side. So if you felt like that too, interlace your hands behind your head and use the weight of the arms. And then lift the chin up, bring your index and middle finger underneath your chin. Voila. Thank you. I hope you are doing great wherever you are. Just know that keep practicing and it will come to you. Bye-bye.